Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway in Southern California. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's a 6-year man, Austin Ekeler. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Finding room at midfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for the Chargers touchdown. Donald Parham, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are on the board here first in the season opener. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And he's ready for one on the new year as his kick is good. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. First carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. Well, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, probably that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And it's complete to Adams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play? And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it, because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Williams, a man in motion right. On first down, it's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
He'll get this out right to Eckler.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Once more, here's Eckler. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and they add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Try to run forward with Jacobs. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
They go with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a play fake. Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 2nd and 9, Carr.
And it's incomplete. Oh, it would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
This team is not going to make it easy for them. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Carr now on first down.
Man open is board. It's complete.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Carr.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the turnover, here's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Haskins' kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Warner. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he stopped for no gain, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. So after